Welcome to the Podcast. I'm Carlos Vasquez, your Miami marketer. Join me as we dive into the secrets of crushing through 1 million in sales through expert conversations, co-host insights, and the power of networking.
Game started.
Boom. That's it. We're recording and we're streaming.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, we're streaming, but we're not really streaming out to anybody that can watch us right now because we're just basically recording this thing up front, so we can just create content up front. What's up, Stephen?
What's going on? It's all good.
Fantastic.
Just staying busy, staying productive. It's more important than busy.
Yeah, man, you got a nice haircut, bro.
Yeah.
Look at you, bro. Yeah. What do you ask for? What kind of haircut do you ask for?
I don't know, high and tight.
Dude, that ain't no high and tight. Have you not seen a Marine Corps haircut high and tight?
This is true. No, it's the high and fly away.
Do you know the fly away? The Marine Corps, we're actually known to be jarheads because the way that they say it is that they put just a jar like right here in this hair, this little spot, and just shave all around it. That's why they call those jarheads.
Yeah.
So, but no, I usually get like a high and tight, but I don't really do that jarhead. Yeah. The drill instructors though, they did that, man. So, but hey, you should. Maybe you should. Never mind.
I'm good. I don't think that'll work out well.
The flyaway is going to be all by itself. All right, man.
On its own island.
Dome Island. All right, let's do this. All right, brother, man. So, all right, we got another episode in the works right now. We're recording live, Mindset and Marketing, where you and I, we kind of just get into the mindset of, growth, personal, business, and kind of just, find different ways to kind of just get the word out there so that way we can touch as many, well, not touch people, but, reach as many people as possible so that way that we can help them spread the word too. So, all right, man. So how has your week gone so far today, man?
Week has been going well. I mean, we had that great event. I've been staying busy with customers and just networking and, trying to do the things.
Yeah.
How about yourself?
Dude, this has been a really good and busy week for me as well. As you know, Tuesday we had the Mindset and Marketing meet and greet. It was kind of not a panel, but it was more like an open discussion to teach marketing related items. People were asking me questions. We had other marketers answering questions, and people were just asking, kind of really cool questions. Like I remember Sylvia asked, what channel would bring the most ROI? And I gave an answer to that. We also had a guy, I forgot his name, man, but he was talking about what was the best way to attract people to his marina, which was another cool thing. So we shared that information, and you shared the whole WhatsApp community thing too.
About the WhatsApp situation, absolutely.
Yeah, man. What you think about the event, man?
I thought it was cool. I thought it was, me. I'm all about the intentional networking events. So that was just a different format, but just to allow people to kind of talk and discuss and network. So yeah, I thought it was fantastic. I look forward to the next one. Yeah, man. You really think so? You're not just being nice to me because it was my event? Nah. I would tell you straight up if it sucked.
You can be honest. You can be honest, man. Listen. All right, I'll tell you the truth. So, I started this whole meetup community back in 2017, and it started off really with a lot of momentum. Like, we were in Miami, we were missing kind of like this whole digital marketing community. Because we have meetup communities already, but there was something different apparently with my community. I don't know what it was. Well, actually, I do know what it was. I was actually teaming up with a company called Digital Marketer, and they helped support me. They helped promote it, and it really grew some legs because these are real marketers. Me being a certified partner for Digital Marketer, they knew that they were going to listen to someone that actually is in the trenches, not just someone that learned something from YouTube and claimed to be an expert. But so after that, every month, if you actually look at the meetup community page, you'll see that every month we were pretty consistent with the meetups, and we had like 60 people, 50 people, 30 people, 20 people, 70 people, 80 people. So it was really good. It was nice. I generated leads from there. I get to establish my authority status there. But then, of course, COVID came and just ruined everything. And it just, you lose that. It's different, meeting people in person is different than meeting online. Meeting online's cool. I like it. I welcome it. But even me being the virtual person that I am, I recognize that nothing really replaces that in-person feeling. Sure, you can supplement it, but you're not going to replace it. and
No.
that's why I want to. I lost the interest, but then I came back to it because I realized, Coño, this is the way to go, and that's why I'm doing it again. Like I lost that momentum. I rebranded the community from Business and Growth Secrets to the Meetup community because I want people to see something different. I want people to see something a little bit more uh, um, interesting and a little bit more general because I did business and growth and it only felt business related. I wanted it to be more like business and personal mindset growth and of course marketing related. So that's the reason that I decided to change the whole Meetup group and community in hopes that I'll get more engagement because it kind of just died out. And so that's what I'm working on right now. And then this meetup that we had last Tuesday was a start. And the key to this is being consistent. Like it doesn't matter that you run a meetup. It matters that you run meetups consistently, and that's what will grow the community. So that was a lesson that I learned it, I forgot it, or I just put it to the side. But then I remembered again, like, you know what? I just have to stay consistent, and no one's going to make your community grow. You have to, kind of plant the seed, and then hopefully the people take it.
Yep.
That's the challenge that I have with it.
Absolutely.
So,
But
with the community you built in WhatsApp, I mean, you've got people in there that are kind of just keeping the rhythm kind of going, right? Like, do you have people in other words, the community isn't dependent on you to spark the conversation. It kind of just goes on its own. And that's what
yeah,
I've
at this
noticed.
point, it goes on its own. I'm more there as the bumper guideline to make sure people don't get too crazy. But yeah, no, they do it on their own. Looking for referrals or connecting through pickleball or golf or all the other sub chats with marketing. So they just kind of keep it going on their own. And actually, some of those things, some of those chats that you have to be approved for now have sphere leaders. So we actually have other people that we've empowered that they can help approve people and just kind of keep an eye on things to make sure. Because a managed group is a better group. If you leave any WhatsApp chat or any Facebook group unmanaged, there's no value there. It's just spam. So that's what we try to bring. Just like Juan with Brickle Living. I mean, a few years ago, that was just spam fest, and he's built that community up to, I don't know, maybe 20,000 people or more. It's a very powerful community. I've actually gotten a lot of business from it over the years. But he was, it wasn't, it's time consuming to manage a group like that, but it's worth it in the end for sure.
When you say
So,
managed, can you tell me a little bit more about that?
well, moderating, managing, making sure there's no spam, improving things. Help. He also is great at getting conversations going, keeping things positive, and he actually did a lot of stuff with actual politicians as far as meeting with the council person or whoever was in charge of that area.
Okay.
And if there were issues like dog poop on the roads or whatever issues that were going on in the community, he had open forums to take it to that person and to people want to complain about things, but he would actually give you a solution as to how we can make this better.
Got it. Got it. So
Mm-hmm.
it sounded like he made an active effort to get the community engaged with the right type of like topics, the right type of people,
Yep.
because a politician obviously is a big deal. People are going to either express their their why they're upset or express why they're happy, and if they live there, that's a big
Mm-hmm.
deal. So yeah, and that's the challenge that I had in the past. I've built like a community of over like 3,000 people. This was on the crypto space, very active community engaged, but crypto is very hostile. Like there's, you attract psychos, you attract scammers, hackers as well. Sometimes people would use my picture, my name to ask people for money, and then I get messages from me saying, hey man, not from me, from people saying that I DM them, I direct message them and ask them for money. So it's like, yeah, management is important because it can ruin the engagement. You get a bunch of spam. You could also, risk a lot of people's money
Scam.
as
Yeah.
well. So you have to be on top of that. And that's the challenge I always have. It's like you can't do it yourself. You have to foster this there's the community, but then there's this extra layer above the community, not like in hierarchy, but like people that are trying to help control and manage it, and that's where those sphere leaders come in. And it's not easy to find people that want to. It's a volunteer job. It's not a
Yeah.
paid job.
No.
So and they gotta want to do a good job, because it really it sucks, right? Because it's exciting when you start the community and you create something that's exciting, that people say, hey man, I'm happy to help you manage it. But then you got to be careful. What does this person want out of it? Are they up to something, or do they actually genuinely want to help? And if you don't know them, that just makes it even worse. If
Yeah.
you know them, it's cool. But if you have to ask people, it changes the dynamic completely, because it's like they think that they're doing you a favor. I mean, they are doing you a favor, but the dynamic is different. It's like, hey man, you say you can help me, you're my boy, but I really need your help, man. Like we're trying to get this community, growing. We need to manage it, and it becomes a job, and people look. So it's like a balance. It's like a
Yeah.
balancing act between the two, man.
Yeah,
But
we just put out a note that, hey, we're looking for leaders, and if you'd like to volunteer, please. And luckily, the people that did volunteer, people I know that are, from what I know, are pretty legit people that have all the right reasons. So,
yeah,
you know,
what I like about the whole community aspect is, one, I've always liked community. I've always been like that's just something I'm attracted to. I like building communities and finding a common interest, and then kind of just letting it grow from there. But um, there's also an underlying value that you get in addition to just building community, and that's people get to see what you do without paying you. They kind of just get a better sense of like who you are, what kind of person you are, how your professionalism, how engaged you are, and then sometimes it kind of just sparks the conversation of like, what do you do, Carlos? Oh, well, I build websites. I build this, and yeah, these websites you're seeing in the community, these emails you're receiving, this group that you see. This is what I do for a living, but I'm doing this for fun because this is what I do. So they get to experience it from the customer perspective. So it kind of helps me out. Like, it's just a part of it, something I like to do. That's like a perfect example of liking what you do. And, even if you don't get paid for it, you're still not going to feel like it's work. Although, you only got so much time in a day, but with
yeah,
the right people, it'll be fine.
yeah, it'll definitely shake itself out if you present yourself well and you provide value for sure.
Yeah, man.
For
Which
sure.
which now it just kind of segues into the next part. One of the things that you and I we're really excited to do is a speed networking. Networking is already our thing, right? Building a
Hmm.
community is one thing, but we want to foster this behavior of meeting each other one on one, so that way potentially see how you can work together to help each other out. And we're putting together a speed networking event where it's like not networking, but it's like networking on steroids. You're
Intentional.
forced to talk to people, and you don't. It's a little awkward, but it's only like what 3 minutes, and then the 3 minutes are gonna fly by. Then after like the first two or three, then boom, you just get into the rhythm of
Mhm.
it, and bam, that's it. You're running with it.
Yeah, we're super excited to bring this starting in April, and we're gonna try to bring it to every food and wine or total can.
Food and
Um,
wine.
food.
Damn. What
Total
sponsorship
Wine
do we
Warehouse.
get?
I gotta get that name correct.
That's awesome. Yeah. So for anyone that's listening, Total Wine, if you look for it, you're able to rent the classroom, and there's
Let's
several,
don't give out the
not food and
secret.
wines, Total Wine. No, man, this is what this show's about. We're talking about how to do it. So
That's right.
you go ahead, and if they have availability, you can lock it in. I think it's a genius model. What they do is they go ahead and they let you rent the room for free, obviously, and they'll give you free wine so you could try it out.
Hmm.
Obviously, if you taste it, you may just want to buy a bottle, and then boom, that's how they sell bottles. So it's a genius model. So we get to have a classroom for us, so we can use for our events. They get to get a collective audience to sample a wine, and then they can sell some extra wine, maybe even in bulk. And it's in rinse and repeat. So for our speed networking, we're gonna have a little wine tasting to start it all off. You're not gonna get, well, maybe you would get tipsy, but you'll start off with a little bit of wine, and I'll let you say the rest, Stephen. The rest of the agenda that we have in store.
Yeah, so we'll have the wine pouring. We'll probably have some charcuterie and maybe some bottles of water.
Wait. What'd you say?
Charcuterie. The rednecks will say charcuterie, but you can just say charcuterie. You know,
Char- charcuterie. Isn't it charcuterie?
maybe it is. I have no idea.
Dude, I'm not. They're Lunchables for adults. That's what they are.
Exactly. Get some crackers, cheese, and meats, and some Oreos. Call it a day.
Sorry, Vic. All right, continue.
So yeah, we'll have a little light bites, and I'm excited about this because it's going to be real intentional networking. It's not going to be just random mixers, and we're going to take the speed networking I've been for the last 3 years online. We're going to take that in person, and I'm excited because we're just going to try to do as many as we can. Probably once. I don't know if we'll do twice a month, but we'll see how it goes, and we'll just bring it around Broward, Miami. Spread the love and try to really get some people engaged. And I think I'm seeing this is getting more and more popular. And I've talked to other people that ran these events, and they had 30 people there easy. We're definitely gonna have to cap it to make it effective. But
Yeah.
so if you're interested, definitely be on the lookout for the link because it will fill up quickly. And we are excited to bring this to everybody.
Yep. Yeah. So that's a good point. So it's not that we're trying to cap it because we're trying to create scarcity, fake scarcity. Literally, not Food and Wine, Total Wine has a limit on the space, and we're not trying to get in trouble. We don't want to lose our free classroom privileges, so we have to cap it. So and then there's one thing to RSVP, but then there's another to actually show up. So you can RSVP all you want, but if you're not there after a certain time when we start, we're gonna let whoever's there in. So yeah, that's the way you got to do it because it's gonna be a good event. I mean, just in that time frame, if we're doing it at 5 minutes or what do you think? 3 minutes? 5? I always like 3 minutes.
3 minutes a person, so 6-minute rounds.
Oh, you want to do 3 minutes a person? Damn, I think that was too long. You don't meet that many people, but I guess it goes super fast. Here's
Whatever
my
you want
thing.
to do.
We can talk
We
about
can
it.
talk about it later.
Okay, no, we can talk about it now. Shoot, we just may not make a decision right now, but whoever's listening to the podcast, maybe they can go ahead and leave their commentary, their thoughts, because that'll probably help shape up our decision making. We've done it online. I'm in the camp of doing it for 3 minutes, and here's my argument. All right, let's say we do it when I ran my speed networking for conferences. I used to have a 30-minute block. All right, a 30-minute block just for networking, and then boom, you're going after that to either the next set of sessions, another session, and then boom, another networking. So basically, after 1 hour, you get a 30-minute moment to do speed networking, right? And in those 30 minutes, you essentially are at least going to meet 10 people. All right, because 30 minutes is a long time. You're not gonna make any friendships. You're not gonna make any friendships there. You're not really gonna build anything meaningful. But you're gonna remember key people from that fast lightning round. And there are certain people, maybe one or two are going to stand out to you the most. And those are the ones that you're going to really want to reach out to. But if you're spending so much time with so many people, maybe someone would stand out, but it does get kind of draining. It can get really, really like, okay, maybe I don't get anything. I don't get along with this person. 6 minutes is taking too long. I want people to want more. I don't want people to ever feel like I can't wait to get up. That's how I feel. But I'm not saying I'm right. That's just where I've seen positive results on that side. And on the other side, I've seen where people end up leaving early because there was nothing else to talk about. They just leave and come back to the thing. I'd rather hear people say, damn, that was too short. Carlos, I want to go ahead. Damn, you got to really extend this. That to me tells me, boom, that person really wants to talk to the other person,
Yeah. No, I agree. I agree with you.
So, I won? Damn. Okay. Well, listen, anyone else, if you got some way to kind of just let me know if I'm right or wrong, or if you got another idea, anything you want to add, please share with it, because we don't know. We're not the experts in this. We're actually just doing this as we go. We've done it a few times, and what we've seen has been positive, but for the most part, we're always looking to improve, and we don't want it to be a boring thing. So, all right.
And we can always experiment with it. We can always mess with it, see, and get feedback from in person, because I guess the dynamic is different versus online versus in person. So we'll see how it works. and
That's true.
we're flexible.
That's true because 3 minutes you talk, but then it takes probably like 30 seconds to an hour to situate yourself to sit down again to the next chair, and then boom, the clock starts again. So I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I guess that's it. We'll just. But how will we judge it? Like, all right, one, what hearing people complain about what happened. I want more time. That tells me the way I see it is I don't see it as a negative. I see it as a positive because it just means that you wanted to
You should
spend
do a
more time with that
one-to-one with
person.
that person. Yeah.
Yeah, that's someone you want to reach out to. No, I don't think anyone's ever going to say that was too long because it's just rude.
Yeah.
If you see people not talking, or if you kind of just eavesdrop to hear the conversation, and you see, that they're just talking about the engagement isn't there. I guess that's another gauge, but you can't really judge that. I guess we just ask for feedback at the end, right? Ask for
You can ask
feedback.
for feedback. You can send a survey.
Yeah,
Um, and we can also put some questions on the board if people kind of we can even bring them through. Ask your name, your title, what do you do, how do you help people, and maybe put some prompt questions up there as well.
like icebreakers.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. Yeah, I like icebreakers. Icebreakers. I do them for my BNI meetings all the time. Like during the beginning, I do like a 10-minute breakout session at the beginning of the meeting. I want people to kind of, you got stragglers coming in. So I don't want to start the meeting when people coming in. So I'd rather have breakout sessions at the beginning, but I always come up with an icebreaker. I throw in 5 people in the room, and they're all kind of just collectively, discussing the icebreaker. And then they're back, and their mental blood is flowing. You got
Yeah.
some conversation going. So yeah, I agree. Speed breakers, icebreakers are a good addition to that. So okay, so we got to have a survey at the end. Obviously, but what do you think about this? Because you're doing this in speed networking. You at the end of every digital speed networking, you share the emails for everyone that attends, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you get any feedback for that? Or like what's I'd
Well,
like to hear.
generally people like it so they can follow up with people. Either they didn't get their information, or there's people that they didn't get to meet, but they wanted to
Reach out.
reach out.
Got it. So maybe that's something we could probably do as well at the physical speed networking, where hey, sign up RSVP, and we get your name and email address. And then at the end, because you're here, you will get the list for everyone that attended, but not give it to anyone who didn't attend. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
I guess
So,
I don't know if you have to ask the attendees if they're okay with that, or if there's some type of acknowledgement.
well, I would, yeah, I would. I mean, in the meetup component, in the meetup spot, in the meetup sign up, there's a checkbox that says I agree to share my email
Okay.
address, whatever, right? So, I mean, I'm not sure. I believe in permission, but I believe it in a way where it's like, don't bother coming if you don't give us permission. I don't want it to be like you're going to come and not give me permission, because that just makes everything complicated for me.
Yeah, for
I'm
sure.
not going to check through the list and see, okay, let me see, this person, what if only 2 people gave permission? And then we got a list of people that are 50. It's like, no, you know what, dude? I get it. Privacy is important for you. Then just don't come. Go to another event where we don't share email addresses. Maybe if the demand is there, we'll do it. But one of the values for these events is that people want to reach out to each other. But the speed networking kind of just helps start the conversation. So that way, when you do reach out, it's a natural connection. You're not just hearing some rando coming out of nowhere. So it's a double-edged sword, honestly.
Yeah. No, that sounds good. And then we will be looking for sponsors. So.
Oh yeah. Why is that? Why? I'm gonna let you explain why.
Well, we're looking for sponsors because we want to give other businesses exclusively an opportunity to get themselves in front of 40 people or more. Be shared on the socials. You get a highlight speaker spot, about 4 minutes or so, to kind of highlight your business. And I think it's a great opportunity to highlight yourself in front of a bunch of professionals. And who wouldn't want to do that?
Right. And you know what? You said it. You said it right there. Who wouldn't want to do that? And the only way we could kind of just restrict to the people who are serious versus the ones that are just kind of just not are the ones that are willing to invest in it, because we can use that. Like, we had ideas to give away prizes also at the speed networking event to kind of just keep it fun. and then we can use the dollars to advertise as well for other events. We can who knows what we could do, but we're not able to charge for the actual event because it depends on the location. The venue determines what you can charge for and what you cannot, and we can't charge a ticket to go to instead of a total wine, not food and wine. So food and wine, I guess we could, but total wine we can't. And also, I mean, I would honestly, I kind of would like to charge, not because we're going to get rich, but because it separates the people that are flaky versus the ones that are like, you know what, I'll put the $20 because I'm going to show up. And when they spend money, they're likely to pay attention. That's like the
Yeah.
saying.
No, I agree with you.
Don't pay,
That
you don't pay attention.
I would love to work something out with total wine. I want to say food and wine, where you charge the cover, and that cover is going to actually turn into a gift card for food and wine or total
Oh,
wine.
you're right, dude.
And
That's
then so we get people committed to coming, and they get people that are going to
the
go
spend
buy.
of the store.
Yeah,
Dude, that's a dude. Oh man, I'm glad I came up with it. I want to swipe that, bro. I think that's a phenomenal idea because you know what? I think that'll open the door for other venues.
yeah. It's just like any other workshop you've done as a massage therapist. We would do workshops at certain stores or whatever, but the money you're paying was a gift card to that. Actually, it was a med spa. It was a gift card to that med spa. So whatever you want to do there, you get the services. You get that much money off.
Bro, that is genius, man. That is genius. Wow. Kudos to you, man. That is my nugget. That is my nugget right now. So we can approach the venue. I mean, I haven't tested this out, but I think it makes perfect sense. Have you done that before?
I haven't done that with Total Wine, but
No, with anyone.
I mean, no, like I said, when I worked with the med spa, we did that for an event where they paid $25 to come, and they would get a $25 gift card, and then they could use it to purchase whatever products or services they wanted.
Bro, that's amazing. Okay, so it does work. It's just we haven't done it for networking.
No.
Okay, because that also could be done at a restaurant, a bar. Hey, man, it include the $20 not only includes access to this entire email list of everyone. You also get to meet people. You're also going to get to hear from the speaker, but you also are going to get X amount of gift card on whatever. So, dude, that's a major value add, and yeah, like I said, we're not going to be making millions off of that. We're not going to make money off of that. We're just using that to separate the serious people. And we want to reward the people that are coming with as much value as possible without dealing with a bunch of flakes. Yeah. Right. So, dude, I think that was a great nugget. And I think we should just leverage that. And I think now that strategy will open the doors for other venues. Let's kind of just, let's try that out. Let's see what we could do with that strategy and then report back to share what we've learned with that approach.
Yeah. And one more thing I want to say, it's a little off topic, but it's kind of on brand, is much like you, Carlos gets up very early, and I've always wanted to do that. And I'm just like, how do I do that? And for years, I've listened to books and podcasts, and I've never heard a good strategy on how to do that besides just get up early. Well, this week I was listening to Ed Milet, and he's like, it's just like dieting. He's like, you're not going to just go balls to the wall day one. He's like, for the next 3 weeks, get up 15 minutes earlier. And then next 3 weeks of that, 15 minutes earlier than that. And do incremental 15-minute get up earlier until you reach where you want to be. Every 3 weeks you change it, and it won't be such a shock to your body. It was like, my mind was blown. I was like, I've never heard that before. I'm sure it's been around, but I've never heard it before in all these years of all these podcasts and books I've read. So that's like a big nugget. I actually have to do a post on that. But that's a big nugget that, those who do want to, why do you want to get up earlier to whatever to get things done? I mean, if you get an hour out of your day, that's 365 hours in a year. That accounts to multiple days of things you can get done and get more progress on than if you just chose to sleep in. So
that's true, man. I agree. Yeah, you're right. I do wake up early, but I started at a very young age getting up early, and then obviously I went to the Marines. I didn't it just stayed. And then I came back from the Marines. I stopped getting up early for a little bit, but I just went back to it, and I get so much done because of it. I go to the gym in the morning. I basically I wake up at 3:30. I know it's psychoness, but
That's
people
way
tell
early.
me,
I'm not even
people
think
like to
about.
tell me, Carlos, man, I can't do that. I'm a night owl, and I kind of laugh, and I'm like, funny thing is that I'm also a night owl. I'm just on the other side of the night because while I'm working the night, I have full energy now. I'm restored while you're working off of fumes. So I don't know who. I don't know. Obviously, I know which way I want to be. I'll still stay as a night owl, but I'd rather work with full energy than like try to do my best work because everyone's asleep and I'm like still like tired as hell.
Yeah,
So that's me. But we could talk about that the next episode. Man.
for
Thank you for
sure,
sharing that, bro.
for
You're just
sure.
dropping nuggets today, bro. Whew.
Hey man,
This is
gotta
gonna be
come with
a
the fire,
great.
bro. When you got Sergeant Poppy on the other side, you gotta
You
level
gotta,
the playing field.
dude. Yo, the bar's not that high. Trust me. You're good to go, dude. You're fine. All right, my brother. Thanks, man. All right, so we'll catch you guys on the next episode.
All right, all
Got
right.
it.